Welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War difficulty walkthrough. And in this video we're just going to be getting back home, getting through a couple more stuff, maybe starting up a little bit of Svartalfheim to get Drop Near Spear. And that will be it for this video. So there's not going to be too many fights in this video. There's not going to be too many in this one. There's going to be a bunch in the next video after this one. And then there's going to be one after, which probably won't have too many fights either. So you're on a pretty good slate of a pretty easy start. So we are going to move on to the first fight.
I, for one, am a mite rusty at that measure. We've got no way to reach Heimdall, and no way to kill him if we did.
I have killed gods greater than him.
I don't doubt that, brother, but it's hardly my point.
Look, over there.
That's the wrong way up if you want to get out of here.
Look, I think we're missing the Norn's message here. We've all got our tendencies, and yours is to run headlong into danger to protect the ones you love.
I do not intend to change. Not about that.
Why should you? Apparently my tendency is to kill the ones I love.
Freya,
I don't need you to comfort me. Either of you.
Their accusation was cruel. None of us believe.
The truth can be a cruel thing. Anyone care to argue with that?
no. But Baldur's fate had many causes. Prophecy among them.
How do you mean, brother?
There are many tales in my homeland of those who fulfilled prophecy by attempting to avoid it. So it was when Freya tried to protect Baldur. And so it was when I accused my son of going to Asgard.
Then we agree. It'd be foolish to go after Heimdall.
No. If Heimdall must die for Atreus to live, then Heimdall must die.
How can you say that, knowing what you know?
Because if Heimdall is a threat to my son, I must act. It is my...
Your nature. Well played, Norns.
Let us find a gateway. Return home. Consider our plans.
Listen, brother. Before you make any hasty decisions, why don't you blow off a little steam? I'm sure there was some loose end we meant to circle back to. Give your mind a little time to process everything.
I suspect there's unfinished business here at the lake, though I'm certainly happy to spend time somewhere other than Midgard.
It's your choice, brother.
I'll heat up the forge. Huh. That might be my best piece yet today. Fire's actually a disinfectant, so these are very hygienic. Want something in particular? Anything for Freya? What'll it be? Have we more to talk about?
Now tell me of this power Heimdall wields. He sees the future.
More like he reads the person, sees their intention.
My intent will be to kill him. Knowing that will be no advantage.
Brother, this is no one to underestimate. Any move you make, he'll have seen it coming. If you must face him, we need something else. An edge. Humor me?
Very well. We will ask the dwarves.
Ah, the inevitable asking of the dwarves.
Excuse me, sir. Could I have a moment of your time? Oh dear, what have we done?
You're back. They're back!
Simmer down,
I have news.
Ooh. Did the Norns tell you how to get Atreus back? Do we have a plan?
The Norns say Atreus will be killed by Heimdall. The plan is to kill Heimdall first.
Oh, wow. Okay, Heimdall. Let's see. Never loses, sees everything coming, unpopular at parties. This won't be easy.
Whatever his advantages, I will overwhelm him with my own.
That's the idea. You gotta overpopulate his senses, see? And I got just the thing in mind to help you do it. Sindri, go get Draupnir.
Draupnir? But we need it. Our supplies.
Oh, we got plenty. And to spare.
Even if we did, Draupnir's no weapon. Why would a... Oh. You mean we combine it with...
That's right.
And then when he... It'll go... Damn you, that's brilliant. Very well. I suppose there's nothing to do, but... Go fetch Draupnir.
Draupnir? I bloody knew these two had nicked it. And Odin blamed me for it disappearing.
They stole Draupnir.
We didn't steal nothing. We just ungifted what never should have been gifted in the first place.
How will it help me kill Heimdall?
Never you mind all that. It's a fucking surprise. We're artistes.
But to even store Draupnir, you'd need...
You were saying. So now you intend to kill Heimdall. Violence cannot prevent violence, Kratos. I truly thought you understood that.
No matter what you thought I understood, my son is in danger. I will not allow harm to come to him.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you, little one. Got it! I think.
I thought you didn't believe in fate. We were all worried about your son. We
Enough! Heimdall's a threat, not only to Atreus, but to everyone. He's Odin's left hand, and he carries the horde that begins Ragnarok. If we have the chance to eliminate him, we
And
should...
it's just as likely a trap because the bastard knows your intentions. Kratos, I've never seen anyone so much as lay a finger on him. Not one.
Well, I gathered what's fit for gathering.
How long will it take?
We'll have to go to Svartalfheim to get the rest of the materials. Not to mention we'll have to visit... the lady. Oh. Whew, that's a relief.
Huh?
Ow. Kratos? Whenever you're ready.
The lady?
No idea what he's on about, brother.
See you out there.
Excuse me, sir. Could I have a moment of your time? They're all going to blame us. Kratos? I've had a
Ah,
word with
time to
you.
go see the lady. I'll take it from here.
No, no. This whole thing were my idea. I'll speak to the lady. I never get to speak to the lady.
There are reasons for that.
Brock will go.
What? No, no, no. I have
You
to.
heard him. Quit your fret. I ain't gonna mess nothing up. What the? No, you pimple shrimps. Think that'll keep us out? Well, think the fuck again.
What was all that then?
Oh, just Sindri trying to hog all the glory. Same old shit.
Not that. The gate. What's wrong with a bloody gate?
Most likely someone in Nidavellir been making a fuckery of the works. Probably on account of all that incursioning you got up to. But don't worry, you little dangling head. Old Brock came prepared. I got ways in and out from the old days. Gates they'd never even think to look for, on account of being stupid.
Brock, where are we?
This here's your stop. Abandoned service tunnel, direct to the forge camp. I'll meet you up there. Go on.
Brock,
And he's gone. You sure he was the right pick for this, brother?
I trust him. He speaks plain.
And yet so colorfully. So, a tunnel for liquor and explosives. Go on the nose for dwarven culture, isn't it?
Ridiculing a culture you helped undermine. Classic Aesir.
Oh, all right. Might have earned that one. Poor bugger. Why would he hide in here?
He feared something in these tunnels more than he feared starving.
Hardly seems rational.
Fear seldom is.
Alright, so starting with the first fight here, you're gonna have a lot of enemies in this little underground basement area, so you do want to get ready for this. These enemies aren't too bad. They just have really long tongues that they'll try and whip you with, and you just have to watch out for that attack. And other than that, they are pretty easy. All their other attacks are just normal blockable attacks, so you don't really have to worry too much about those. You can just block them normally. You just gotta watch out for that unblockable like tongue whip attack. And other than that, these enemies are very easy and very simple. They're kind of just like the default raiders, but they just have one unblockable attack. And that's it. So that's that fight done, and we are going to go on to the next fight.
There. We keep cooperating, maybe someday it'll be Asgard in flames.
That is not my goal.
Doesn't mean it's not your destiny.
What are you insinuating, Highness?
Not a thing.
Ah! A fortuitous oil spill.
Alrighty, so moving on to the next fight here. This is just going to be the exact same enemies as before, except they're going to add a couple ranged enemies. So what you want to do for this one is you either want to try and make them run towards you, or you can try and run towards them in their domain, which probably isn't a good idea because you will get hit by around, I think, 3 ranged enemies there are in this area. So try not to go to that middle if you are able to stop it. Right here, I didn't want him to level up, and it pushed me towards the middle, so it was able to, I think you do have to spawn him in first, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, so do not quote me on that. But this is where all the ranged enemies are, so you can either choose to run out of that area, or you can fight in that area. I would say run out of that area because you're going to see me fight in there, and it is not going to be very good. It is going to be very, very hard because there's one enemy to your left, one to your right, one above you. It's just too much, and it's really not worth the hassle when you could just stand on the side, or you could just throw your axe at them and don't even go over there. Whatever you prefer is up to you, though. And what I chose to prefer was I just went haywire. I just tried to kill them as quick as possible. And you can do the same if you want. Now, you're going to see me using this heavy blade attack. It's the same as the Leviathan axe. It's 4 R1s and 3 R2s, I'm pretty sure. If not, then it's 3 R1s and 2 R2s. It is one of those, but they are both very good moves from the Leviathan axe side and from the blade side, which is why I was absolutely cannot waiting. I was so excited to get those blades to level 4. And that's it for this fight, so let's go on to the next one.
Please listen. You have to let me take Brock's place. He can't talk to the lady. He mustn't.
No. Do not ask again.
But... oh dear.
It's not his fault Atreus ran off now. Or are you just being Brock's champion?
There it is again. You're insinuating, and you know it.
Can't the smartest man alive put it together? The Giants conceal a mysterious figure who changes the fate of Ragnarok, and you're oblivious to the only rational candidate. The one who's fought wars against gods and blood.
I am not their champion.
Well, we're each entitled to our opinion. These gates seem to be connected. See if you can break that bar fixture.
Okay, so for this puzzle, you're going to see a cut here, but I'm just going to quickly explain it to you. You just have to basically freeze the top one. If you throw your axe in this spot and then you call it back, it breaks it. Very simple puzzle, but I got stuck in it for like 4 minutes. Not entirely sure why. So, on to the next fight here. This is one of those enemies that like to shoot out more of those little lindworms, I think they're called. I forget though. So he's gonna do this little like gas attack. It doesn't really do too much damage, but I do recommend that you go ahead and block it instead of just allowing yourself to eat the hit. And then he's going to do one slide attack off the floor, which for that one you can easily just block as well. I think he only has one unblockable, which is when he tries to swing diagonal from top left to bottom right. Or he could swing top right to bottom left. And that's it for this fight, so let's go on to the next one.
We'll need to get one of those gates open. That worked.
This
Shall we?
opinion of yours, was that the reason you proposed this alliance? You expect me to lead your armies at Ragnarok. That is Tyr's job, not mine.
It's plain to see Tyr's no war god anymore.
Nor am I. I have left that life behind.
Not killing gods, you haven't. Or else what are we doing in this realm? Forging this weapon? Your choice. You know where it might lead.
I am only protecting...
I know. I know. And we both know the place is protecting your childhood.
Now, where have they got the third one hidden away?
Careful! Those Grimm are possessed by nightmares.
Okay, so this is the one where the ranged enemies will be possessed by nightmares. I'm not entirely sure what their like main weak point is. So what I just did was I just did the Leviathan X slam attack because that builds a lot of stun. As you saw there, it was building 25% stun every time I slammed down, so I would have just had to do it 4 times, and the nightmare would have came out. And that's it for this fight. So, oh no, it looks like there's another fight here. I thought that was it for this this little basement area, but it turns out that there was another one. So, if I remember correctly, this fight has 2 ranged enemies and then just one of the normal enemies that you've been fighting down here. So, yes, that is exactly how much there are. So for this one, you just want to keep them all isolated and try to keep them all in front of you, because as you see here, it gets very annoying when you're getting hit from behind by this enemy who likes to fling himself at you, and then you have to worry about the ranged enemies. It's just a lot of work. So I recommend that you go for the ranged guys first, and then you can go for this this little enemy right here that likes to fling himself at you. Now, the reason why I also say to do that as well is because this guy actually does have a nightmare in him, which I didn't realize. Once I did realize this, yeah, I went straight up again to kill this guy so that he was the last one alive. I did not know that he had a nightmare in him, so that's why I was attacking him first. But once I realized, that's why I'm telling you guys to attack the ranged enemies first, because getting the nightmare out of him with the ranged enemies can be a little bit annoying. But it's very simple. Once it's just him, you can either parry his attack to build up his stun meter. That's probably the best way that you have available right now. Or you could just slam down, because that adds 25% to his stun meter. And that's it for this fight. So let's go on to the next one.
Atreus' mother was a giant, isn't that right?
She was one of the Jotnar.
Yes. I didn't mean she was tall as a house. I know not all giants are giants.
Not that there's anything wrong with the disparity in size, or number of limbs, say.
Nothing in the world.
There. Now we can open the other gate.
Why is it you ask?
I was just thinking of how Odin antagonized the giants for generations. Nearly wiped them out of existence twice. Now we may have a role to play in once and for all. Don't you think it's possible that his wife would have wanted?
Do not presume to know what she wanted.
I'm not saying anything you haven't thought. Her secrets haunt every step of your path, wasn't it? Maybe if you talked about your doubts, they wouldn't explode when you talk to your son.
I do not doubt. She knows what I left behind. She would never have asked that of me.
Why would she need to ask? She saw your fate. 3 of Odin's kin dead because of the path she put you on. You don't think she knew exactly what it meant, sending you to Jotunheim?
This is mere conjecture, and probably quite enough of it, Highness. We're all making an effort to cooperate here, after all.
You're right. It's not for me to say.
All right, let's get that wheel turning.
Let me know if I can help you.
That's a start.
Alrighty, so this being the final fight here of this video, this is going to just have 2 more of these enemies that like to send the little windworms at you. So your best bet for this one is to use Freya's, use her main runic ability, which is by holding square, and that'll basically make them lose a level. So you can either use it now and try and murder one of their HPs, which is what you're going to see me do here, or you can try to build up your Leviathan axe. And if you are able to do it, which I'm not able to do it here, but this is probably the best way to do it, is you want to build up that Leviathan axe, and as soon as you get the Blessings of Frost, that's when you want to use Freya's ability to level them down so that they have less HP, and then you can just go haywire on both of them, and you can probably kill them almost instantly. Now, I can't obviously demonstrate that here because I did not get a run where I was able to actually use it. It is pretty hard because they both have that gas ability, and it's not because it's easy to hit you, it's because you always have to block it, and you can't get hit when you're trying to charge it. So, yeah, that's why it's really hard to get use out of it on here. So if you're not able to get use out of it on here, I don't blame you, because I didn't either. And that will be it for this fight. So that will also be the end of the video. There's no more fights in this video, so hopefully this did help you, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Fresh air after that. Everyone, dodge roll.
It is close. I can feel it.
Look, I wasn't trying to provoke you or cast doubt on you. It just seems to me your thoughts haven't caught up to your instincts. And I know something about that. When we get out of here, I'll give you some space. Let you think carefully about whether you're ready for what it means to make this weapon, and to use it. Meanwhile, I'll see what else I can learn while we're here. Maybe I'll send a few Einherjar back to Valhalla for good measure.
Well, you have fun now.
Hey, you made it! About time. I got everything all set here. Now we just gotta push on up to the fort.
Folky!